Daniel grew up with a simple motto: success is a destination you reach alone. Work harder. Sleep less. Win at all costs. He used to pray when he was young, but his life got busier and the world got louder. God became more of a distant memory than a daily guide. The years flew by, and on paper, Daniel had made it. He had the good job, the bigger house, the respect of his peers, everything he thought he ever wanted. He was a success story. But every night, when the applause faded and the house went quiet, a heavy question would follow him like a shadow. Why does all this still feel so empty? It was a question he couldn't answer, a hollowness that all his achievements couldn't fill. He felt like he was running a race with no finish line, or maybe a finish line that kept moving further away. One evening, everything came to a head. He had just lost a major deal, a deal he had sacrificed everything for: time with family, his health, his integrity. It was the final straw. He sat alone in his car, the city lights blurring through his tired eyes, and he whispered a prayer he hadn't said in what felt like a lifetime. God. God, if you're still there, I don't know how to do this anymore. There was no thunder, no booming voice from the heavens, no sudden miracle, just a strange, quiet peace that settled over him, a calm he hadn't felt in years. It was as if a massive weight had been gently lifted from his shoulders. The next morning, Daniel made a small decision, a simple choice that would end up changing everything. Before chasing his own goals, he would seek God first. He started his days with prayer, but this time, his prayers were different. He didn't ask for success. He asked for wisdom. He didn't ask for more money. He asked for clear direction. He stopped praying for recognition and started praying for a clean heart. Slowly, almost without him noticing at first, things began to shift. The way he treated people changed. He became more patient, more compassionate. He stopped cutting corners at work, even when it was the easier path. He learned the power of saying no to opportunities that promised a profit, but cost him his soul. Of course, this new approach had consequences. Some business opportunities disappeared. A few doors that were once wide open slammed shut, but something incredible happened in their place. As those doors closed, a profound sense of peace walked in. He started finding joy not in what he was getting, but in who he was becoming. Better opportunities, ones that aligned with his new values, started to appear. He wasn't just building a career anymore. He was building a life with purpose. Years later, Daniel wasn't the richest man in the room. He didn't have the biggest company or the flashiest car. But he was calm. He was grounded. He was whole. He had a richness that money couldn't buy. Someone once asked him, "Do you feel successful now?" Daniel smiled, a genuine, peaceful smile that reached his eyes. He said, "Yes, because I finally stopped asking God to follow my plans, and I started following His." His story teaches us a powerful truth. Success with God isn't about having more. It's about becoming more. It's about aligning our ambitions with a divine purpose. As it says in the book of Matthew, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you." When you let God lead your life, your definition of success completely transforms. Success gains a deeper purpose. Failure is no longer a dead end, but a lesson with meaning. And peace, that quiet, unshakable peace, becomes your greatest and most treasured achievement. If you're feeling lost or empty in your own pursuit of success, maybe it's time to try a different path. Maybe it's time to seek a different finish line. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. We'll see you in the next video.